Hi guys, welcome to our 3.9 Hype Dev stream. I'm Emma Skyward and I'm here with Ed the Shred and Surprise Birthday.
Hello.
We're going to talk about a bunch of exciting stuff coming up. I think we're going to be really hype. You guys are going to be excited about all the stuff we have to tell you guys today. So let's get into it.
3.9 drops next week. In fact, it drops on Tuesday, December 11th at 8 a.m. Pacific time, I believe. There or thereabouts. We'll know that confirmed on social media at some point in time. It's pretty packed full of stuff.
And we're going to talk about that today, right now, in fact.
Yeah.
You guys can see our faces now.
That's good.
It's much better.
Oh, shame. All right. Anyway, so there's a lot of things coming up in 3.9 which we'll talk about. We'll talk about Magnus. I think we may even have a spotlight to show, perhaps. He's really, really cool, so we'll talk about that. There's also a lot of actual new features and changes and meta changes and all of that stuff, which we'll jump into after that. Before we do, though, we did announce a lot of things this week.
We did. I know we've been teasing a lot of stuff on social. We've been announcing a lot of upcoming skins, really exciting content. I think everyone's been super excited about Magnus primarily on social, so I know you guys are really excited to see our hero spotlight for that today. And also I think we'll get to preview a little bit of how he works in-game as well.
Yeah, but before jumping into Magnus, we did make some bigger announcements also. We both announced a huge partnership that we put in place with a company called NetEase out of China, which both hopefully makes us quite a lot stronger in China. We're really excited about working with the company that brought all of the Blizzard games to China, for example, and they are really a very strong company, both domestically in China, as well as I'm being told my microphone is too close. I love microphones. I love my voice, so this makes me a little sad to move the microphone a little bit further away, but there you go. That's right. But yeah, so we're excited about partnership with NetEase. Makes us really quite substantially stronger everywhere, we think. And also our cross-platform plans.
Yeah, I know that we have announced we've got a new splash page up. You guys can hear all about the cross-platform news as we're releasing it. We're constantly creating updates to our alpha build for desktop, which we're really excited about. And we hope people are picking it up on PC and Mac. I've personally been playing, I'm still like hardcore mobile player, but I've been picking it up on desktop as well, which is really exciting. And also, all the news that we announced regarding our partnerships has been super thrilling for us here at the office.
Yeah, and overall, I think the broad tone of it, which we didn't really make too explicit, but really in lots of ways, the countdown to 4.0 has started.
It has.
Those of you who were around more than a year ago, we were really excited about launching 5v5 as part of 3.0. And right now, what is really central to 4.0, we're working on a lot of things. We'll maybe hint at some of them today, but really what it's about for us is not only make the game as good as it can be, but also make it fully cross-platform and really focusing on competitive parity. So that unlike some games out there, for example, take Fortnite as a good example, which is cross-platform, but you're fundamentally kind of handicapped if you play on mobile compared to if you play on PC. What we're trying to create is an experience that you can play with anyone, anywhere, not thinking about what device they're on, and still be able to rank together.
You will very realistically have a chance of getting your butt kicked by someone from any platform.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the threshold.
Well, I like to think about it as a chance of winning, but
there's a difference between can play and can totally crush people.
Yeah, there'll be zero platform gatekeeping as well. There'll still obviously be some cross-platform rivalry. I know gamers on different platforms love to hate on each other all the time. But the general idea is that no matter what you're well-versed in and what you've played on in the past, there's always ways to play with your friends in Vainglory.
And I saw a whole bunch of actually on social media this week as I was following the reactions to the announcement. Some people asking why are we doing this? What's the point? Why? Hey, there are other MOBAs on PC. Why would we go on PC? I guess, and I put out a longer post about this earlier this week, but we're really huge believers in this idea that just playing together is more fun than playing by yourself. And in a world where there's more and more different kinds of platforms out there, it's really important that you can play with all of your friends, independent of what platform you're on. And we're really focused on making Vainglory the game that you truly can play on any platform, and as Surprise Birthday puts it, get your ass kicked. in an equal sense, regardless of whichever platform you might be on. So that's something that we are pretty excited about. So
yeah, I see a couple questions in chat regarding coming to consoles also. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that.
Yeah, so we aren't going to talk too much detail about that, but we are pretty excited. Like, we put a lot of work into joystick controls earlier this year. I know some of you guys loved it. Some of you guys loved it but didn't choose to share with us that you really loved it. In fact, maybe expressing the opposite. We've been spending a lot of time on controls, and actually part of the reason was that we wanted virtual joystick controls in place for those people who prefer it, but a large part of it also was to do the R&D work to be ready for physical controllers, to be ready for consoles. So we aren't talking too much about exactly, I know people are wanting to know, are we talking about the Nintendo Switch or the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One, or what console are we talking about? What I will say is that we are really committed to bringing the game to the broadest possible set of players.
So no details yet. We're gonna keep that under wraps for a little bit, but you guys can expect more information about coming towards consoles.
I will say this though, we did put out a tweet, I think earlier today, about the World Invitational. This year, as everyone has seen, has been a bit of a transition year for esports as a whole. So we don't have the same type of World Championship as we did last year, but we are excited about a World Invitational that is happening, in fact, in about a week's time and a little bit. In fact, on December 16th, Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, we'll have 4 of the top teams in the world playing together. In fact, we'll have Ace from Japan, Nova from NA, and Team Clash from EU, all taking on the one and only reigning world champions, Tribe. So that should be super fun, happening in a little bit more than a week.
Yeah, we have some of literally the best players in the world are going to be at our invitation.
And what's super fun is that they'll be playing on 3.9. So they will be playing on the update that goes live Tuesday next week. So you need to tune in to see what the meta truly will be, and how to play Magnus, perhaps, how to use Celestial Shroud, the new item, and in general to get the grips with the update as a whole. Also during the event though, we will have a show match, a PC versus mobile show match, where we truly get to test out surprise birthday thesis that you can get your ass kicked by either.
Birthday thesis.
Yeah, that you can get your ass kicked by either platform.
Could we in fact call it the surprise thesis? What is your thesis?
I just said it.
Oh,
that
any
control scheme
can kick butt on
kick any
platform.
other control scheme's ass.
Do you have any predictions on who's going to win, or are we going to leave that up to the day of?
No, I'm saying that like during the course of several matches, like people from any control scheme will in different moments completely outplay the other.
So there'll be highs and lows on every. Okay,
yes.
That'll be awesome.
That is the thesis.
Everyone
really
should be able to play together.
Yeah.
Everyone be competitive.
Yeah.
Great. So we've talked about 3.9 dropping on Tuesday, 8 a.m. Pacific time next week. We've talked about the fact that the World Invitational is on. It's on this channel, Vainglory channel. And we've talked about some of the features coming up, and Magnus and Celestial Shroud and some other things. But should we just jump into the spotlight?
Yeah, I think we should.
This be a good time?
You guys want to see our spotlight? You guys, I've seen a couple people in chat pinging about Magnus and their spotlight.
Anybody want to see the spotlight?
I think we should show them.
I think we should. Enough of our faces. Bring on the spotlight.
All right. Let's give them the spotlight.
Hey, this is Ciderhelm, and welcome to the Vainglory Hero Spotlight. Today we'll be looking at Magnus, the Arcane Prince of Githia. Magnus is a mid-range mage that chains his abilities together to devastating effect. When successfully comboing his abilities, he can vaporize his enemies with a snap of his finger. Magnus's playstyle revolves around his heroic perk, Arcane Right. Whenever an enemy is hit with any of his abilities, it applies an arcane mark. If one of his abilities hits a marked target, it gains an additional effect. Additionally, using a basic attack against a marked target will consume Arcane Mark and trigger an explosion, dealing bonus crystal damage. Magnus's first ability, Mystic Missile, fires a bolt in a target direction and deals damage to the first enemy it hits. If Mystic Missile hits a target with an Arcane Mark, the missile will scatter and hit all other nearby enemies. In teamfights, careful use of Arcane Mark will allow Magnus to effectively extend the range of his Mystic Missile. Cast the ability on a nearby marked minion or their tank to have it deal damage to nearby enemies while still keeping it a safe distance. Magnus's Chrono Driver fires a disc in the target direction that returns back to him. This damages enemies as it travels out, and a second time as it comes back. If Chrono Driver hits a marked target, it will briefly stun the enemy. Chrono Driver can apply Arcane Mark on both passes of the disc, which means a stun can be triggered even if they weren't previously marked. This is great when firing the ability at max range, since it will immediately stun the target. When Seraphic Flare is activated, Magnus briefly channels before firing a blast of arcane energy, dealing damage to all enemies in a straight line. If the ability hits a target that is marked, the damage will be greatly increased. If Magnus's ultimate kills an enemy hero, they will explode in arcane energy, sending out a mystic missile to every nearby enemy. Mark your enemies before striking them and they'll be in for a world of hurt. However, that pales in comparison to the potential damage if Magnus gets the conditions just right. Ouch. Magnus excels in AoE damage, but his dueling potential should not be underestimated. In this clip, Magnus is exchanging blows with the enemy Scarf, with both of them narrowly missing their abilities. Scarf thinks he sees an opportunity to engage onto the prince, but in reality he just dug his own grave. While Scarf is using Dragon's Breath, Magnus uses Chrono Driver and hits him twice to trigger the stun on return. Now that Scarf is stuck in place, it makes it easy for Magnus to line up his Seraphic Flare and hits the marked dragon for huge damage. With Scarf so low, all it takes is a snap of the finger to finish him off. Here, Magnus is caught in a team fight near the enemy base. Things start to go south and his team is forced to make a hasty retreat. The enemy heroes chase the low-health Catherine, but they don't realize that they set up the perfect scenario for the prince. The enemy team is funneling into a straight line. Magnus throws out a mystic missile, refreshing his mark on Grace before firing his ultimate. This instantly kills Grace, but leaves Scarf with a sliver of health. Fortunately, Grace's death means that she bursts into additional mystic missiles, one of which is directed towards Scarf, sealing his fate. Without her allies, Lorelei is forced to flee and Magnus gets to continue the push into the enemy base unimpeded. Thanks for watching the Vainglory Hero Spotlight. Magnus will be arriving in Update 3.9 with the new Masquerade skin, so be sure to give him a try.
Alright guys, I'm gonna hold on just a second. I think there's a little something at the end of this video.
You have killed an enemy. Double kill, triple kill, quadra kill, pentakill, ace.
Now that's pretty spicy, if I do say so myself. So
there's Magnus, the hero for you if you like snapping your fingers.
What did you guys think? It was pretty impressive.
I think according to Twitch chat, we need to nerf him like right now.
I think Twitch chat thinks we should nerf every hero. Though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is we don't show the items in the spotlight, but of course.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got to play in some of the footage where we were filming the spotlight video. It was a super fun game. We had a lot of good combos. I was playing against Magnus, and I actually don't think he's OP. I think he's a really good balance, but I think he's pretty darn strong. He had some great combos in that game.
He's really OP in that exact situation at the end there.
Shot. Yeah, he had some really good combos with other like CP mages. I've seen a lot of good team play. I think he's a lot of fun. I haven't actually play tested him yet, but I have played against him many times.
He is fun. My favorite thing to do with Magnus is the disc that he throws out and returns applies the mark twice, so you can actually weave in the finger snapping twice from that one move, right after another, but the timing has to be perfect, but it's incredibly bursty and incredibly mechanical to do, and people screw it up all the time. I can't do it most of the time, but it's really cool when you get it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's going to be a super hype hero to pick up. And I know that he's going to release with a rare skin on day one as well, that we're pretty excited.
And also new contender for potentially the handsomest hero in the game. We'll see.
Who's the handsomest hero in the game?
Did I just start that?
Yeah.
What?
What have I done?
Oh, Q. What?
Maybe Chet can tell us.
Chet, who's the handsomest hero in the game? Objectively. There's a correct answer.
Objectively.
I think that we also want to show you guys some upcoming changes in 3.9 other than Magnus. We'll show you a couple of changes to some in-game items and in-game abilities, and then we'll also show you a little bit of changes coming
Well,
the front end.
Do you want to do the skin first, or what do you want to do first?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's show some of our content. Finn is objectively the most handsome. Finn,
Right answer.
I agree. I think that Finn
Right
is objectively the most handsome. I see a couple people for Blackfeather. I see a couple for Kensei, Fox.
Come on, Adagio.
Yeah.
No one's saying anything about Adagio?
Adagio, Grumpjaw.
Adagio.
I think Grumpjaw is the
Grumpjaw,
most
yeah, really?
handsome hero in the game.
Wow.
Grumpjaw is the one. He's the one for me. Yeah, we want to show you guys a little bit of one of our new skins upcoming in 392. I'm going to show you Snow Queen.
Adagio, there we go. At least a couple of people in
Adagio.
chat.
Couple of Adagios.
finally.
I think
Okay.
you're biased. I think
Obviously
Edished's
I'm-
biased
obviously
towards
I'm biased.
Adagio. You guys know that Edished has an Adagio cosplay, right? Everyone knows about that. I hope so. It's
Yeah, that was
pretty good one.
my cosplay debut with a corset and wings. I'll never forget it. Unforgettable experience.
Unforgettable. All right, I'm gonna switch over so that you guys can
I am my own rock star.
some
Check
of
out this skin.
Our beautiful Snow Queen Celeste. I think this skin is absolutely stunning. The effects are lovely. I'm really excited. I'm a big mage player. I play a lot of CP Celeste in mid lane, so I'm absolutely super excited about it. Look at that.
Yeah, I just
oh,
love those effects.
Up.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
just love those effects.
I love it. Look at that. I'm really excited. I'm sorry. I'm super excited. Skin is sick. I agree, Trugo. Krull is the most handsome. I didn't know about that.
No black feathers?
I saw a couple for black feathers. Finn handsome. Fight me IRL.
No, black
I will not
actually, no,
fight
black
you about
feather's
that
more like
because
the
I think that Finn is
sleaziest
handsome.
character of Vainglory.
What is he?
The sleaziest.
The sleaziest?
Yeah.
Well, not anymore, because now we have Malene. Isn't he committed to pursuing Malene for forever?
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. Blackfeather and committed isn't really. I don't know.
Maybe
does it
not.
does
Maybe
it fully
doesn't
fit? I
work
don't know.
For him like that.
I do love the effects of this skin though. I don't know if you used the ultimate yet, but it is pretty
Let's
special.
do that.
Let's use ult. Ooh. I love it.
Just
I'm
ice.
obsessed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm obsessed with the skin. I'm really excited. Blackfeather. What about Koshka for handsomest hero? I might be biased. I'm a Koshka.
Handsomest?
Handsomest?
No,
I'm a Koshka.
maybe I
She could be
misunderstood.
handsome.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I misunderstood this hero altogether.
We don't have to gender conform.
Yeah, exactly,
The
yeah, yeah.
handsomest. I think we should. I think buff Koshka.
Hey, also
I love
those now that we are actually in game, some of the more eagle-eyed folks will actually see that we made a whole bunch of really small changes actually to the environment in order to make the game more readable. So what you'll see is perhaps a slightly better contrast between the heroes and the background, as well as between some, for example, the jungle creeps, the treants, and so on. You might see some different glows, some slightly different effects here and there, which actually really helps with gameplay overall.
Yeah, so
Hopefully makes it more readable.
We've decreased the saturation on the ground in the areas where you can actually move and walk over, and also took a pass through and increase the saturation on pretty much all the heroes and effects. So overall, I think the ground looks a lot less busy, and the jungle characters especially, they stand out a lot more than before.
Yeah. I'm seeing a question in chat about whether Worlds is on 3.8 or 3.9. Worlds is on 3.9, confirmed. So this skin might be in action.
Oh,
You might see the skin
boy.
in action.
I
just
really
at
hope
Worlds.
so. I wonder
be
if we'll
super
be
fun.
seeing a lot of Magnus
Yeah.
play on it.
So one quick quality life change that I want to show here. You can now see everybody's role and build color on the scoreboard. So whatever they picked on the lobby, it's going to be here. And of course, I picked Celeste Jungle because that's the only way to go.
Oh, absolutely.
But just wanted to highlight that. I picked that so it would stand out more.
Yeah, Celeste Jungle, the new secret meta in 3.9.
And 2 clockworks.
You heard it first here. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I see a couple of questions also about Winter Map, and I think you guys will be excited about Winter Map on 3.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess we can load in the Halcyon Fold in a little bit. Meanwhile, I mean, obviously it's good that you can see the roles on the scoreboard. Do we want to say anything about the meta, perhaps? How some things like ambient gold are changing?
Yeah, so besides the usual ups and downs for various heroes, there are 2 sort of interesting philosophical changes in the balance for 3.9. The first one is that ambient gold is now higher in the lane, but lower in the jungle. So this is specifically to encourage captains to babysit one of the lanes, and probably mid lane is the best one because A, you have quick access to influence both of the other lanes. And 2 is mid lane just has a little bit more gold. So when you're a little bit starved on gold as a captain, you want to ambient the lane that has the most gold.
Yeah, so less babysitting of junglers, more babysitting of
That's
laners.
right. That's right. And we want mid lane in particular to be very explosive with the mid laner and the captain on both teams duking it out. It's normally the safer lane because the turrets are closer together.
Yep.
We're going to kind of break that up a little bit by saying, now there are going to be more people there. So maybe it's actually more dangerous after all.
Yeah, and mid lane does provide easy access, especially with the river speed buff in both directions.
And speaking of captains, and obviously I have a bias toward captains. I hear rumor is that we are a lot more dangerous early game. Is this true?
That's right. So every single captain across the board, their base damage in early game, especially, for example, their main damage ability has been increased. And this is especially true if it's like a skill shot. So like an early Lance A Impale is going to really, really hurt. So captains are going to be super dangerous early on. And this is sort of a reward, a prize for not doing a lot of damage late game and having a very complex cerebral late game. Captains are going to be rewarded by being very, very dangerous early on. It's another reason to be in the mid lane because you can quickly rotate to either of the side lanes and secure an early kill. That power is going to fall off after level 6, but just watch out for captains early on.
All right, should we talk a little bit about Celestial Shroud? I know there were a lot of questions about this item. There was honestly a lot of questions even in our PBE testers. I think did a very good job at asking a lot of questions about this item overall. So should we walk through what this item is?
So this is the new item. It's going to be the new primary anti-crystal damage item. So if the enemy has a really, really fed crystal carry, this is the item to go for. That used to be Slumbering Husk, by the way. So this is a related change. We're bringing Slumbering Husk back to neutral armor and shield. So if you're being bursted down for whatever reason, you don't have to worry about if it's blue-based or red-based damage. Slumbering Husk is the anti-burst item. Now, Celestial Shroud will be the new shield-focused item. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. Now on to the passive itself. So the passive is basically the shield that is always on until you get hit by an ability. As soon as you get hit by an ability, for the next half a second, it'll nullify ability damage and nullify any stuns. But then it goes off cooldown for 35 seconds. Now that sounds like a shorter cooldown than Reflex Block. The main reason for that is Reflex Block is stronger and higher skill because A, it lasts for 1 second and you can control when it comes on and off. You can use it specifically to, for example, bait out certain abilities. The Celestial Shroud can be actually popped by an errant poke spell, for example.
Yeah.
So someone will see that you have it, they will lob a spell. The spell doesn't even need to have any crowd control. So it could just be a regular damage ability. So someone who's really good at this is probably Skye, because she just has so many shots and they're so cheap. You just fire off a bunch of them.
Yeah, and the trick is anyone on the team can do it. So really, even if you're a, say, ranged support, for example, it's actually pretty important to look, okay, if somebody's got their Shroud up, it might be your job to go ahead, like let's say you're Lyra, it might be your job to go ahead and pop that Celestial Shroud before then having your carries actually go and nuke the carry.
I see a question from Super Bobcat as well, wondering, does it nullify displacement?
I believe it nullifies displacement. Anything, it works the same way as Reflex Block for about half a second, so it nullifies basically anything that could be done.
So a Fin Hook will not work against one of them.
But it can be popped by just any random poke. Now, not auto attacks, but any poke.
And it is worth noting that, for example, for Glaive, let's say that you decide to go ahead and punt somebody as Glaive. So long as even if you pass through someone, that already will pop the
and
Shroud.
You have to wait half a second.
All right, you pass through, you wait that half a second.
You have to wait that half a second. There is a half a second window, so if everyone piles on all their abilities on you within half a second, that's actually the best case.
Yeah.
They need to pop it and then stagger it with a little bit of time in between. I'll backtrack a little bit because I want to answer one thing in the comments about the captain damage. We raised captain damage early game, but we did also, for various captains that already deal a lot of damage today, we actually did lower their ratios so that if they do build damage on top of that, it is not out of control. So these are the captains that you see typically damage-dealing captains are like the Ardents and the Lances, so they do have lower ratios, the ones that deal a lot of damage today.
Yeah, and I think that the fun thing, the thing I enjoy about this is, again, as a captain, as the sort of, at least I think that I'm being the playmaker, I'm really intrigued by when someone does buy this. They will only buy this if we have a really fed crystal carry on our team. And it then means like that timing the engage will be all the more important as a result. So it really is quite a strategic item, much more so than, say, a reflex block or even a what's it called, the other one, that other one. Let's look at the defensive items here for a second. Slumbering Husk is the one that I was looking
Yeah,
at.
I also want to say that while it is a passive item, it's not an item that doesn't require skill, because it's still a very situational item. And we do create items that are passives for very specific reasons, and in order to balance gameplay and metas, and you still want to be very selective about when you're going to build this versus reflex block versus other defensive items based on your team comp and the enemy team comp, and also paying attention to who's doing well on the enemy team and who's doing well on your own team.
That's right. And I just want to point out that you were about to lose to a bunch of minions there.
Yeah, and I'm Weapon Celeste.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Surprise birthday!
And the reason I went Weapon Celeste...
Weapon Jungle Celeste.
Yeah, for the desktop... No.
Oh,
Go on! Yeah!
Congratulations, good job.
Okay.
Good job. Well,
Easy.
it's a good transition actually to the 3v3 map. Let's talk about the winter map for a little bit.
Yeah, we should talk about the winter map, and we should also talk about some upcoming UI changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff happening in the front end.
Some small changes. We actually do have more UI changes coming. We've been actually slowly evolving the UI and polishing it over time. Obviously, everything is a lot darker and less bright blue now.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep going in that direction. 3.9, there's some minor cleanup. You'll see that this is now called Bag. This used to be Heroes, and there's another thing here that looked like a bag. So we basically combined all of that into one big screen that contains your old inventory and merged heroes here. So that's just a little bit of house cleaning. Moreover, in the upcoming releases, we will actually be doing more drastic changes to the UI from a stylistic point of view. It's taken, looking at some of the feedback that we got when we first went to this UI, we decided that we do want to go back to our roots in terms of our style. So I think when we look back at like screenshots of early Vainglory when it was just a lot cleaner, one thing that stood out to me in particular was there was a lot of glass and there was a lot of brushstrokes. And there was basically a lot less icons and buttons and everything else. And that's something that we're working on right now. You're going to see that in 1 or 2 releases after 3.9, and maybe we'll even preview that. But we are definitely going towards a much cleaner design that is in the works.
Yeah, I think people will be really excited about that. There's a little bit of nostalgia for some of the original designs that we created with the UI. But we're also, we're giving it like a fresh look and also trying to improve some usability.
Yeah, and I think it is fair to say, that we started off very much as a pure core game on mobile, and over time, as we saw the market evolve, it was pretty important for us to be a little bit more on par with the expectations that people had of other mobile games. And now that we've, since really the start of this year, since the launch of 3.0, we've been very focused on getting ready for our multi-platform, cross-platform launch, and that has also meant that we need to evolve our UI to just be a game, independent of platform, that we look native and at home on a PC as well as on a mobile, and ultimately on console. So that's pretty important. A couple of things though here in the other game that we did not talk about, and I'm not really sure if we've announced either. And I'm looking at you, surprise birthday, right now to say whether we've actually been talking about this stuff here at all. Because it's a reasonably big new progression system that's coming into the game with 3.9. Namely?
So we will be doing Hero Mastery 1.0 in 3.9.
Is it 1.0?
Yes.
That's 1.0.
First version of Hero Mastery. I say Hero Mastery 1.0 because we will continue to improve it and change how you can show off your masteries. But starting in 3.9, every hero that you play, whether it's in casual, blitz, or ranked, obviously ranked will earn the most mastery, but you'll be able to basically earn from 1 to 5 stars. That will be shown off obviously to yourself in your own grid, but also on the loading screen and also in the game, so people can see that you are in fact a really, really seasoned Arden or whatever player.
So I was just actually looking at it. I have played across everything. My guess is I played probably north of 1,000 games on Arden to date, for example. Will I now get 1,000 stars when 3.9 launches?
No, so everyone starts from the beginning in 3.9, but if you and you'll start the grind there. Because,
No, and to be fair, I will get 1,000 stars in Arden no matter pretty darn quick. But it is worth everyone noting that we all start from the beginning, so it's about your mastery from here onwards, not your historicals.
Yeah, so show off your world's first whatever.
You heard it here first. Ed the Shred gonna have the most stars on Arden.
Yeah.
He
Ever.
wants to. He thinks he can be world's first 5-star Arden.
World's first
Yeah.
5-star Arden.
Right here.
You
Right
guys
here.
can- someone can take challenge that.
Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure we didn't nerf him in 3.9. Did we nerf Arden? Please, let's not nerf.
He's
We're gonna-
I
we're gonna do
actually think we
He's
might
been
have
tweaked.
given him a little bit of a
That's what I'm
tweak
talking
that
about.
might
That's-
be in the
that might not
benefit
be-
of Arden. That's just the rumor,
Yeah, good,
though.
good,
I'm
good,
not
good.
sure
If we
it's
didn't, I might go
confirmed.
back and do that little tweak myself because I did promise that I'm going to be the 5-star Arden from
Executive
here on out.
power.
But yeah, so Hero Mastery is something that we are really excited about. We are.
People have been asking for it
Yep.
for a long time, and I think that like the sentiment here is that I'm really excited.
Yep.
I can't wait to go get stars on all of my favorite heroes too.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
Someone saying, please nerf Weapon Arden. Yeah. Oh. Hi. Yeah. So Weapon Arden. Yeah, he's been pretty oppressive. I think we may have done something for that. But there's also a bunch of other features before we jump in. To I think we're loading up the 3v the Halcyon Fold. Are we?
The 3v3 map.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So one thing that I think we announced, but we haven't talked very much about, is instant resume. One of the super annoying things about playing on your mobile when you get a text message or you, for whatever reason, accidentally press a button that takes you out of the game. Previously, the loading time back into game has felt really, really long. And actually, through some really clever tech work, we've been able to reduce that a lot so that we're down to literally a couple of seconds to load back in. And it's helpful for the really any situation you might be in.
Yep. So we any kind of interruption, whether you get a phone call, answer a text message, it's not infinite. So if you switch away for a really long time, then there's no guarantee that Vainglory is even running, which is for your phone's good.
Yeah.
But if you do a quick less than 10-second look away, come back, you should be able to get back into the game extremely quickly in under 5 seconds on modern phones.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Yeah.
This is great for me. I often accidentally forget to turn off notifications and
Yeah,
tap
yeah.
out of a
No,
game.
exactly,
So this
no.
is going to be the perfect solution for my problem. Yeah, let's take a little run around the Winter 3v3 map.
Yeah.
So this is the Winter 3v3 map. Once again, I bought weapon items on a mage again because I was in the middle of talking about something else, which is stutter stepping on desktop on a mouse and keyboard control.
Yep.
We have heard from PC players that it is a little bit awkward and not as efficient on mobile. So this is starting in 3.9. If you use the left-click scheme, right-click scheme is exactly what every other MOBA does. If we don't want to change that, this is going to match most of your previous MOBA experience. If you're in left-click scheme, you can alternate between left-click and right-click to stutter step. So it's really simple. I don't even have to move my mouse. Now it will guess what I want to attack, so it's not as precise. This is the attack move issue. So sometimes it'll pick the weakest hero if possible, and then the weakest non-hero. Before, you kind of had to go back and forth between clicking on the ground and pressing A. And what I found is that it's actually just really hard to synchronize. It's really hard to synchronize somehow my index finger and my left pinky. Like, the rhythm just doesn't work. Maybe the pinky is just a weaker finger. So now you can do left click, right click, and it's much more efficient than before.
I like
Nice.
that.
That's very
That feels good. I haven't actually experimented with it, but I'm really enjoying watching it right now.
And don't play
Yeah.
Weapon Magnus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Weapon
I
Magnus.
mean, new meta, Weapon Magnus.
Yeah. It's probably not a thing. I will say a few things actually though about 3v3 since we are looking at the map. Hopefully. Oh man, I love this.
Do you love listening to Magnus?
Yeah, I love listening to Magnus. He has
really
some of the
enjoys
wackiest. Yeah, exactly. Some of the wackiest voice lines ever. But what I will say is this. We are not making a huge amount of meta changes to 3v3 in this update. However, we have not forgotten about 3v3. In fact, as we think about what Vainglory is moving forward, we do want 3v3 to occupy that space when you don't have time for a 5v5 game. You want to focus a little bit more on the mechanical skill, the tactical skill, and teamwork in a 3v3 match. We want that to be first-rate, a first-rate experience in the game. So what you will see in, not in 3.9, but in 3.10 and beyond, will actually be some evolution to the 3v3 meta. So we are listening to you guys. If you have thoughts on this topic, you should be tweeting. You should be tweeting us. You should be telling us, you know, on Reddit and whatnot. We will be experimenting with this in the coming up, you know, in the coming weeks. So expect changes to the 3v3 meta over time. Meanwhile, while you're at it, also a couple of other. We've also made some visual tweaks to, you know, in addition to it just being the winter map. As you can see, I believe last year the winter map felt very, very bright. We've also toned it down a little bit, so it's a little bit more, a little bit better to look at for, you know, for hours and hours. On a couple of other changes, your rank on the loading screen is changing. Surprise birthday, is it changing?
Yes. So your rank on the loading screen, it used to show the highest that you have achieved last season. This was very, very confusing for a lot of players, especially when you see someone on your team who is actually very good because they just came over as a seasoned MOBA player, but don't have a last season rank. We're now going to show you what you are right now. So everyone gets the most current and most accurate information about everyone else on the scoreboard for your team.
It's designed to reduce profanities while looking at the loading screen and wondering why you are being teamed up with somebody who was last season rank 5.
I think a lot of people think that they lose games in draft and loading, and that shouldn't be the case. We should reduce this, you know, the sort of like toxicity and rage that people have during those times of games, because I think it can really set the mood for the rest of the game as well.
There just are a lot of cases where people are much better than they look. They climb very fast. They're new, but they're actually really, really good MOBA players. Due to Vainglory. That's
right. So that's a big deal. The other thing that probably is one of the most impactful things that we haven't talked about at all. We've talked about 5v5, we talked about 3v3. We have not talked about other game modes.
Oh my gosh. This is what I'm truly excited about.
Can I show the tiles?
Yeah.
Are we ready to reveal? We're going to reveal all of them?
The tiles.
Yeah, we can take a look. Basically, what we've been hard at work at behind the scenes has been a framework where Shin Kaigan in particular has been really focused on looking at what are all the ways in which one can have fun in the Halcyon Fold or on the Sovereign's Rise beyond the regular game rules. And instead of launching, I know a lot of players have, you know, questions about, can we really have lots and lots of game modes? What about queue times? What about liquidity? What about all of those things? Well, what if we make these things event-based? What if every weekend we could launch a new type of game mode for fun, just to give people lots of fun? So here's a list of game modes.
You're not actually going to see all of these at the same time. So on the weekends, we will turn on one of these at a time. So these are the event modes that we have made during the cycle of 3.9. We're going to be picking a different one every single weekend. And so basically completely new rules, different ways to play. One for all is everyone is the same hero. Blitz Classic is Blitz, no talents. Rumble is 5 players on the 3v3 map with very, very accelerated gold earning. Oh god, I'm being trolled.
Oh, no. All right.
And a RAM is obviously what was Battle Royale. Basically all random, all mid on the 5v5 map. So that's the 5v5 version. By the way, Battle Royale is now called just all random, all lane.
Yeah.
All random, all lane.
Because Battle Royale means something very different than what that mode
Don't forget, Battle Royale did not exist as a game mode in other games when we came up with Battle Royale. So we are now.
Battle Royale is its own genre. We decided to rename.
Yeah. All right. So we are going to, in fact, jump into one of these game modes.
Yeah,
does chat have any opinions? What does chat want to see?
I'm pretty
What
excited.
about, one for all? I'm Rumble. Do you want to see Rumble?
Stoked that,
it's actually super fun.
Yeah, we're going to have so many different options. I mean, we're going to have them up one at a time so that people don't get overwhelmed and, like, you know, can't decide with your friends which new game mode you want to play at one time. So we're gonna have them up for limited times and available to play.
All right.
Everyone is Celeste.
But we want to go ahead and show you guys. Everyone is Celeste. Oh, can you play Snow Queen?
So I picked Snow Queen.
Yes.
So the thing about One for All is actually every weekend it's a slightly different pool of heroes that you can only choose from. Oh, that's because in PB we don't have the splash sizes.
Oh yeah. This is a super secret dev load screen.
Very secret.
Yeah, we turn off all the splashes.
Yeah.
Yes, so I believe we're going to have a couple different sets of One for All. We're going to have a set of One for All that features mages, and then a set that features carries.
Yeah, so
We're literally going to just test out a whole bunch of stuff together with you guys. We're going to launch this 4A weekend, play a whole bunch of things, see what you like, see what we like, see what's funny, what's fun, what really sucks, and then we'll learn from there.
Yeah, we're definitely down to hear what you guys think about the modes as you're playing them. Let us know like which ones are your favorites.
oh, it's Celeste versus Saw.
Oh no!
What could go wrong?
Do you even farm in this mode?
I think it's up to you.
I think like it's amazing. Like that's like a hard counter right there. So
Oh, yeah.
No, they could go Crystal Saw.
This could be a
No,
stomp.
yeah.
We're gonna find out.
They
I
could
think
go-
that's sort of the fun though. Is you figure out who you're gonna wind up playing once you get into that loading screen.
Yeah, the speed of light should
All Finn. I think that would be a very, very good mode.
Oh, I think Celeste can detonate each other. I'm gonna try this.
step in.
Celeste can
Can they-
detonate each other's stars. I believe.
I-
Yeah, I
they're
think that's a
probably going
really
Crystal.
important feature
They would have to.
of modes like this that really make it fun, is the interaction between multiple of the
clones,
same-
siblings. I
yeah.
don't know what you want to call them.
Yeah. So why are there 5 Celestes in one team? Because we can.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be fun.
Exactly right.
See, this is not as obvious as it
Hero
seems.
killed.
These shank saws.
This is fun.
Last hitting on stream.
Allied hero killed.
Show Celeste B ability, please. Ooh, it's
There,
pretty.
I wasted
it's
it
pretty.
for you.
This mode does not have talents, I don't believe.
No,
This
none of
is
the
on
new
a
modes have
5v5 map, so none of the new modes will be featuring,
Oh!
especially on the 5v5 map for now. Oh, you get him! You've almost got him. Oh, that hurt.
Oh. Yeah, it is actually fair to talk about that a little bit. So we are looking at overall more broadly. These game modes do not have talents. We are looking more broadly. We've had a lot of feedback. Oh, this recall animation. Oh, you haven't showed the death animation, by the way, yet. You need to
Yeah,
show
you
the
have
death
to
animation.
die.
I hope
Surprise
not to.
birthday.
I hope not to. Ever. I don't plan to.
You don't plan to die?
No.
Okay.
No.
But it is pretty.
It will.
so-
I mean, it will probably happen. Some
Yeah.
saw's gonna shank me. There are no weapon
What
saws.
could, yeah.
Shots have arrived.
Yes.
Are they all crystal?
Yeah, I mean, weapon saw would get hard.
You know what?
countered.
Yeah, exactly.
Peaceful.
I recommend Celestial Shroud, if you've heard of that item.
You know, that could be good.
Celestial
It could be
Shroud.
good. Block a
We're
shank.
showing a little bit of hype for Shinkaigen in
Yeah.
the chat right now for working on all.
Yeah,
these
literally,
modes.
like this is
Oh, yes.
this is all Shinkaigen. He's been doing some amazing stuff, and these are, by the way, just the ones that we've come up with, or that we are daring to release at this moment in time. The team has experimented with lots and lots and lots of different things, which has been super fun, and I'm hoping that we'll have we will be able to do lots of different things in the future with game modes also.
I see a question from Braeskekun regarding whether or not these are going to be random. So especially with the one for all, is it one for all or all for one?
One for all.
One for all. They will be from a specific pool available, and that pool will rotate. So it will be a random hero out of the pool, but
Yeah.
you'll have a
And-
different
Yeah,
selection.
yeah.
Sometimes it'll be symmetrical with the opponents, and sometimes not. So that's also
Sometimes you will
random.
have all 10.
I quite
on a
like
map.
peanut butter.
That'll be pretty exciting.
This game is so passive.
You gotta fight more,
It's
instigate.
you are passive, not the game. All right, come on, let's see it.
Get him. Oh. Oh no, oh no,
Oh, that was
oh.
terrible.
Oh, no.
Oh, oh, ooh.
Whoa, that was clutch.
I wish I had a more peaceful reason to be.
All right, maybe I should get that shroud.
Double kill.
We should also talk about some of the other game modes besides this one that are coming up.
Yeah. So this is
This is as far as the 5v5 map goes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have one for all, and then we're gonna have all
ARAM,
random,
all
all
mid.
mid.
But we have a twist on ARAM though. It's not quite the ARAM thing, right? Because it's not just the central lane. There's like a slight little bulge in the middle where you get to go a tiny bit into the jungle, which lets you do a little more than a regular ARAM match would let you do. So we're providing a little twist to it. But it's very similar to what used to be Battle Royale, is now ARAL for 3v3. But it's pretty straightforward. How about Rumble though?
Yeah, Rumble is 5
my God.
players on the 3v3 map with accelerated
Here comes the death
cooldowns.
animation.
Oh no, the death animation. I have no regrets. It was quite nice. So that is going to be a
I
really
wonder actually if
exciting-
that's not. Yeah, okay.
We're going to get a little bit of chaos on the 3v3 map with that. It's definitely very fast-paced. It's a pretty exciting mode. And it's going to be, since it's going to be winter,
Yeah, it was
it'll be on the
surprisingly
winter
fun.
map as
Yeah,
well.
it was exciting. Yeah, no, it was surprisingly fun. We thought 5 players on a 3v3 map would kind of not work, but as it turns out, it's kind of crazy and kind of fun.
It's good
So,
chaos.
Yeah, it's good chaos.
It's a lot of team fights.
Yeah.
And then a lot of interesting, because of all the 3v3 objectives, there's a lot of opportunities.
And again, no talent in any of these game modes, just to reiterate that we've listened to a lot of feedback on it, and we want to see what that feels like. So, no talents. So just to recap, if you're joining us late, 3.9 will drop on Tuesday, next week at 8 a.m. Pacific time.
Nice.
Big update, has lots of things including hero mastery, instant resume, all these new game modes that will be on associated with events for the weekend. We'll also shift to show your current rank on the loading screen instead of your previous season's best rank. There is also a World Invitational happening on Sunday 1 week from now, which will feature Ace from Japan, Nova from NA, Clash from EU, all battling it with World Champion Tribe Gaming. So, and plus there will be a PC versus mobile show match. We talked about some of the meta changes also. There is a lot of them, but really the upshot is that you will get more ambient gold in lane than from jungle. So we're trying to further get the jungle to be for the junglers and lanes to be for the laners, and really incentivize the captains to make plays in lane as opposed to being around jungle.
Captains will be a little bit stronger
Yeah,
in the early
captains,
game.
that's right. And so it
Very
lets us captain mains have more murder in our sights early game, which should be great.
I know who instigated that chain.
Yeah, I mean, somebody has to stand up for the captain mains out there.
Absolutely.
And the good thing is we have power. So
And then other than that, we talked a little bit about our cross-platform. Well, we covered that earlier as well in our partnership.
that's it with NetEase and all of the things. So lots and lots and lots of good things coming. We will also be showing more things that we are developing toward in 3.10, 4.0, and future updates. So we will be releasing those and showing them in coming, I think, posts in the following weeks and so on. Like Surprise Birthday talked a lot about that directionally how the UI is returning to our roots. We are focused on a cleaner, glossier look, a look that works as well on PC or console as it does on mobile. I think we are still playing on a slightly older build than the actual release build here, which is why I think there's some changes to that death animation still that haven't quite been seen. But yeah, that is not the final death animation, to be clear. We talked also about, did we talk about rank reset being deeper?
I don't think we talked about
We
it very
have not.
much yet.
All right,
we
we should
should
talk about that.
it.
Yeah, so for the new so 3.9 is a season transition. So for 3.9, the rank reset will set you back a little bit more than in the past, but you will climb faster on wins. So basically, each season there's a certain amount that your VST, so your visual, your rank achievement will be dropped, but you will climb faster. And this is specifically to address the issue of games where, those long slogs in ranked where you feel like you're dropping more than you climb.
And I think that actually this is going to be, as well as the ranked reset and the season transition means that we have a new battle pass coming as well, which is going to include some awesome skins as
the new
rewards.
battle pass is amazing. You guys, we will no doubt be sharing all the details in the coming days.
Very soon.
But that is something to really keep an eye on. We've got lots of really good feedback from this season's battle pass. Next season's will be bigger, better, more valuable.
More stuff.
More stuff.
Goodies.
Yeah, more goodies across the board.
I think that serves as a pretty good recap. I
Yeah.
know that me and Surprise Birthday I know he's getting wrecked right now a little bit by 5 stars.
He needs your help. That's basically what's going on
he
here.
needs my help. We're gonna let him finish his game mode, but I think we're gonna have some viewer games coming up in a little bit as well.
That's great.
In the meantime, I can practice my very rusty shoutcasting skills for for surprise
this one for all
birthday
game?
Saw
Oh
game
my
right
God.
now.
Oh my
And that
God.
is Emma Skyward's really subtle way of kicking me off.
I'm
So thanks from
booting
my perspective, from all of those who tuned in. I am super excited about 3.9. I'm also very excited about the road to 4.0. We will probably be talking a little bit more about that, perhaps at the World Invitational, maybe.
next weekend.
Next weekend, that's right. Not this coming weekend, but next weekend. And by the way, we are making this PBE version of the game available to all the folks who are in our content, who are creating content this weekend. So hopefully you should see a whole bunch of streams, YouTube videos and so on happening about the new game modes, about the new item, the new meta, all of the new things that are coming on in this build very soon. So really excited. Thanks everyone from me for tuning in. And I shall see you guys next time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh my God, it's so scary.
Always good to have Shroud available on our dev streams. You guys will be seeing much more of him very soon. And I am gonna cycle over into this seat so that I can get a better over-the-shoulder view on Surprise Birthday's game here. Do you wanna scoot in a little bit? So
I just did something really naughty. I just stole someone's crystal buff while
Did
they've
you?
been
How
working
dare
on
you?
it.
Okay, my shoutcasting skills are very rusty, but let's see how we can do. How am I gonna refer to you? I'm gonna have to say Snow Queen Celeste versus.
Oh, there's another Snow Queen Celeste.
There's another Snow Queen Celeste. I see a lot of questions regarding will these game modes be in private parties, and I actually don't know the answer to that. Do you know the answer to that?
No, they will not. They're public queue only.
They're public queue game modes, which I think will be exciting. Okay. So, Snow Queen Celeste, video player. Your name is Video?
Video?
Your name is Video.
Oh, we do
Uh-oh. We're doing a ghost wing capture right now. They've got it. So now we're gonna try to instigate some team fights, hopefully. Uh-oh, there's at least. Oh, you missed!
No.
You missed the bush! Video missed the bush. Magnus reveal was today. We actually debuted his spotlight on stream earlier. I think it was really exciting. You guys will be able to see that coming up on our social very soon. Or you can also watch the VOD if you are desperate to see it. Yeah, it's going to be coming up on YouTube later. In the meantime, we've got an elaborate... Oh, Video just got a kill on one of the saws. Are all the saws CP? Can we see the builds?
They are all CP.
They are all CP saws. Looks like both teams... Oh, the Celestes have 2 turrets down in mid, but the saws only have 1. So maybe I know the stereotype is saw push to win, but in this case it looks like Celestes are pushed to win. Oh,
like
he
that
got captured in the Celeste core collapse while he was I forget the name of the knife ability. My shoutcasting skills are very rough. I'm working on this. We're getting through this. These animations though, I know they're wonderful. They're excellent. I'm really excited about the Snow Queen Celeste animations. I think they're great. I'm really excited about these core collapses, even as the saws are moving around with their dagger ability. ASMR breathing. I'm sorry. I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped about this.
I kind of want to eat a shank on purpose with the Celestial Shroud.
Ooh, just to see how that works. Yeah, you can see that Video here has bought the new item Celestial Shroud, which is very efficient against... Oh, well, you just died.
Well, that was too much damage.
Too much damage. Which is a new item coming in 3.9 that will be very useful against heavily fed CP carries on the enemy team.
With stuns. Probably with stuns.
With stuns. But apparently not CP saw shanks.
Yeah.
So it's going to have a passive ability block. So in a way, it works. It's very exciting when there's a heavily fed enemy CP carry, and it will sort of take the place, maybe not take the place, but it comes in heavy with the adjust to Slumbering Husk. I see that they're trying to take a dragon. Oh no!
They got it.
The Saws got Ghostwing. You guys are, the Celeste team is hanging out around Black Claw, but they haven't really made a move on it yet. Looks like they're going to try to instigate a fight in mid lane, but I don't think the Celeste will want to fight the Celestes. It sounds like a band. Celestes.
What?
Sovereign's Rise and the Celestes. It's a new band. We're releasing an EP next year. Don't hold me to that.
The light is your friend.
Tank is basic attack.
Oh,
Tank is
money.
not his basic. I know that at least.
Couldn't save that turret, but I'm rich.
You're very rich. And these game modes going to be in private too. These game modes will be in public queue. I I think that Video is the most passive Celeste player I have ever watched. I think you could have ended
so
this
fast.
game significantly long time ago.
Okay, I'm gonna help my team because
Talk
this
about
is a
the
waste
new
of time
hats.
dueling
I think
one.
that you guys saw a little bit as we were tabbing through. The
Oh yeah, I
menu.
accidentally
There was
leaked
a
the
little
hat.
bit of a hat leak.
Yeah, that part.
But, wink, wink. At least you guys can. We won't even talk about it. We'll just let you guys get away with the
Where's this
spoiler
gonna
there.
go?
Just a little bit of a spoiler. Uh-oh, we have a solo Celeste trying to take Blackclaw with pretty
not.
good success. She's gotten halfway through his health bar already. They've got lots of vision around Blackclaw. It looks like 3 of the Saws are
We
dead.
have 5 Celeste to steal it.
5 Celestes to steal Blackclaw. This is the ultimate buff stealing team. Opposed maybe only by Kestrel. And all 5 Kestrel. Maybe a better buff stealing team.
That instead.
Yeah, I think you guys have also seen some of the ping. Some of the winter ping coming through in this build, but we won't talk too much about them either. I think those will be a little bit of a surprise. Any sort of sneak peek you may have gotten, we'll just wink at you a little bit, let you live with those.
All right, I think you have your
surprises.
answers. Celeste wins.
Celeste wins. Celeste wins.
I think.
Versus all CP sauce in this game. Maybe it's just surprise birthdays. Excellent.
No.
Celeste.
No, I was the bottom Celeste.
Oh, you were the worst Celeste.
The worst.
Wow. Well, at least this time we can play some viewer games.
What games?
Viewer
games, alright.
Viewer games. And then this time I can carry surprise birthday with my Celeste skills, maybe.
Okay, so we're gonna play on live.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should get some viewers in on a couple of live games.
Okay.
So this will not be on 3.9. This will be on 8. Do you guys want that? Do you guys want to play viewer games, or do you want to see more of 3.9 games? Release the notes. Oh, don't worry. For the Magnus Spotlight again, please. The Magnus Spotlight, is the Magnus Spotlight up or is it coming up? The Magnus Spotlight is up, so you guys can go check that out if you want.
Where they can find it on YouTube.
It's on the
YouTube.
Vainglory YouTube channel.
Okay, it's on YouTube.
You guys are looking for that. More 3.9? They want to see more 3.9
Let's do it. Let's do a different 3.9
Do you
mode.
think you could do a rumble?
Let's do a rumble.
Can we get a rumble queued up so you guys can see?
Well, not all caps.
I think rumble will be really exciting. I think I don't have a PvE account, so I'll just shoutcast. I'm getting really good at this. This is my trial by fire at shoutcasting.
Thanks.
Oh, is this for me? Am I playing? Oh, I'm playing.
Okay.
Who am I? Am I Shin Kaigen? I'm ready player 1. Great. I'm very excited.
Oh, you're on the other team.
Oh, this time I'm gonna beat Surprise Birthday. Who do you guys think's gonna win? Do you think I'm gonna win, or do you think that Surprise Birthday's gonna win? You guys can take bets. Okay, we're gonna play Rumble.
Yeah.
I've got it. I'm kicking it off. Kicking it off. After this, I'm gonna go make myself PvE account so that I can play all of those myself. My spare time. You better believe that's what I'm gonna be doing. Oh, I'm gonna clap Surprise Birthday. I think so too. I think that I'm gonna win. This is gonna be the game.
Yeah, especially because she can screen watch me right now.
I'm cheating. I'm kind of cheating.
I'll go default boy, not to not leak the new skin.
Default boy.
Default boy.
Default boy. All right, I'm into this. I'm sneaking. I'm not gonna play who I said I was gonna play. So now you won't know. You won't even know. Celeste wins. What is the rarity of the Celeste skin? I didn't. New hero gets a new skin? Of course. gonna let surprise birthday talk 1 second while I just go cough my lungs out for a moment.
Is this the only new game mode? There are 4 new game modes.
Okay, crisis averted. What have you missed so far? Oh my gosh, you've missed a lot. We showed the Magnus spotlight.
I'm not antisocial. I'm picky.
Settings here. Uh oh, I'm holding up the game. My settings. Yeah, so pardon.
Oh, guess we're gonna have to share this lane. Don't
We
rage
showed
at
the
me, Gwen.
Magnus spotlight. We talked a lot about the world's invitation coming up this weekend.
I am a student of the world's
There's a lot to
concealed and
type
precious
about.
things.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna prove that I can sneeze and play at the same time. This is how we do it. Yeah, so this is a new game mode, Rumble,
shit.
coming in 3.9. It's 5v5 on the 3v3 map with accelerated cooldowns. Uh-oh, I just got hit by Magnus
Oh my
right there. Hey, we did get first blood, though. Thanks, Bao. He's a lifesaver. Shinkagen with the water. Play one-handed. Still gonna kick surprise birthday butt. Much better. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot going on, but not too much. It's
Speaker does
a
not
good
always have the
amount
best
of
ideas.
controlled chaos. We've got the new winter map. Rather, it's not
Attitude
new.
is
It's
rotten.
updated winter map. We have made some updates from last year's version. We have namely decreased some of the brightness because the brightness last year was a little bit overwhelming. Surprise birthday isn't talking because he's focused too hard and
I'm tryharding.
trying to beat me. I see how it is, leaving me play and outcast time. Ooh, Magnus hurts. Spicy. I can recall it. Water.
So much gold.
Enemy hero killed.
So much gold. How much faster are the cooldowns, would you say? Are the cooldowns accelerated
This will be
by...
beautiful.
Gold is accelerated.
Gold is
But beautiful.
Does this game mode have talents? None of the game modes for 3.9 have talents, actually.
You guys want some alcohol?
Really enjoying listening to all of them.
All you wanted was ARAM. Yes, there is ARAM also. By the way, these
There is
emails will not be
ARAM.
on all the time. Each one of the 4 will be on in each weekend.
Yes, so we will be rotating. I'll have his go down.
No need to be impatient.
Hero killed.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Missed. Oh, I'm dead anyway, though.
Truly lack of decency in this world.
Jungle has intensified. Been killed.
I apologize for coughing up a storm.
Allied hero killed.
Yeah, no talents in game now.
Allied
But we definitely got open to some back.
Allied hero killed.
Be rotating through them throughout the... Oh my gosh, my team is doing without me.
I'm
How
not
dare
Your
they?
mic is really far.
I'm picky.
You're dropping out.
Oh, how dare my team succeed without me? They're having so much success. We almost aced you guys, and I wasn't even there. They didn't need me.
So now's the time to take credit for their work.
Yeah, exactly. I farmed so well that they didn't need me because they all had gold to buy item. Even though there's accelerated gold gain.
I should be
Gold
taking notes.
gain. Magnus is cool. I think so too. Big fan.
There, I did the combo. I did the combo.
Very proud of
I
you.
actually pulled it off.
Might be the first time he's pulled off the combo.
I am a student of the world's concealed.
Ow! Blackfeather dived me. So the whole map is available in this mode. We don't have
Oh
to
my
fight
God,
in
Idris.
lane.
This fragmented world.
5. You don't have to fight all mid and rumble. You can fight over the whole 3v3 map. But I think a lot of us are just enjoying the 5v5 team.
Yeah,
fights
people are just
happening
going to where the
right
fight is.
now.
They're not like thinking about it that hard right now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, these are meant to be weekend modes, so they're not going to be around all the time for people to
Yeah.
get super, super try-hard about. The point is to just have fun.
Oh, uh-oh. I've done a bad thing. I've done a very bad thing. That's my own fault. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh my god,
They're
Idris.
fighting without me again because I'm always dead when the good fights happen. You're gonna blame this on the coffee. You guys are getting wrecked there. What are you guys doing? You guys are getting a little wrecked.
Crystal Sentry defeated.
This, Idris.
I think we should release Corpus in the 4.0 update. It would be cool and iconic.
Baby.
I love Corpus.
Kraken has awakened.
Corpus is my main. Wink wink.
Enemy is kind of a big deal.
The 3v3 map has the winter skin.
Destroyed.
We're actually not doing much 3v3 tuning in the 3.9 update, but we are looking into adjusting the 3v3 meta in future updates. So
Learning
we're
to be
not
patient.
ignoring 3v3. We definitely haven't forgotten. There's going to be a lot coming, as well as all the new modes that are featured on the 3v3
Yeah, we will
map.
be revisiting 3v3 in the releases after 3.9. Oh my god.
I think that they were right in their prediction that I would win. I don't remember whose prediction that was, but it was a good one.
And now I taunt.
It was actually all of my team. This was all my team. This wasn't me. Look, I'm good. I'm not even taking credit for them. No!
Okay, our comeback starts now, guys.
The comeback,
Right now.
starts right now. You have a lot of coming back to do. Oh no! That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I
mean-
wasn't last place
I mean-
that time.
I was in last place on my team. Okay. Alright. Worry about it. That was fun. I think we should also do a live game. So that
Live game time?
what do you guys think? Do you guys want to play with us? Sorry, it's a little far from my mouth. Do you guys want to play? You guys want to do a live game? Anybody?
So we can do live. The other one, the two modes. So the other one is Blitz Classic, which is just Blitz without talents. That'll be a weekend mode, and then a Ram, which is basically Battle Royale on 5v5.
I see a couple people in chat want to play. I'm feeling like we should do a live game.
You want to do a live game?
I think we should do a live game.
All right. Who's in the live?
I think that we should have a couple people on stream, some friend requests to Vainglory.
Okay.
And then you can add some people and sort of randomly select, try to
Alright.
balance teams a little bit. But
All right. Can you switch that over so I can change?
I will.
Change the live
I will
client?
switch it over. We're gonna get a live game set up so that you guys can play with us on stream, and it's gonna be a good time. You guys can add Vainglory with a capital V, and we'll play some games. We'll select. I guess there's 2 of us, so we'll get 8 people. We'll make a 5 versus 5 game. We were just playing on PBE, but now we're going to play on live so that we can get in some games with you guys. I think we showed you guys 2 of the new game modes upcoming in 3.9. We showed you One for All, and we showed you Rumble. So One for All, to recap, is everyone plays the same hero from a limited pool of heroes, and Rumble, to recap, is 5 heroes with accelerated gold on the
3-3 map.
And especially to note with One for All is that it will be a limited pool of heroes that will rotate. So if we have it for one weekend with a set of heroes that, you know, you aren't as passionate about, just wait and come back around with another set of heroes. And there's also a chance for it to be mirror matched.
That's
as
right.
well.
So basically, both teams will choose from a set of heroes every weekend that One for All is on, and basically each team rolls the dice independently, and you could get the same hero. So that'd be 10 of the same hero on the same map, but most of the time it'll be asymmetric, but it will be semi-curated who is going. Some heroes are actually not great
Sure.
to have
Yeah.
5 versions.
Some
5
heroes
flickers, for example,
really, yeah.
is not great.
5 fortresses.
And
Like,
because the fact that I just said it on stream, people are going to want it now.
oh no, I know
but
they
it's
don't
not
want
fun.
it.
It's not
Too
fun.
many puppies is the answer.
Yeah.
Many heroes that also have like individual actors attached to them.
Fortress makes some devices run out of memory.
Yes,
So
because
you
of
can't
the
have
puppies.
5 fortresses or 10. Yeah, because of the puppies.
So we have curated lists that run amazingly, and they're heroes that have really good interplay. For example, like with Celeste, you can detonate other Celeste stars. Really exciting stuff with the heroes that we have curated for the One for Alls. We wanted to have the best experience with these codes, so
Yep.
we've picked the best option.
Yep.
Yeah, add Vainglory with a capital V. And if you want to accept a couple,
Just accept these.
yeah, just accept
At
some
random.
requests, and then at random is fine. And then if you can create a private 5v5 party. Don't forget to add me. I want to play. Very important. Play Lorelei. You know what? I will play Lorelei because you asked. I'll play Lorelei. I play a mean Lorelei. Whew. Play some spicy Lorelei over here. We have not forgotten about Lorelei. I love her to death. Haven't forgotten about her. I've seen some really cool concepts for Lorelei skins. It just hasn't been the time yet. It hasn't been the time yet. Just wait. We haven't forgotten about her. Don't worry. I know that you thought that we'd forgotten about, who was it? We didn't give a hero skin for a very long. Was it Reza? No, Reza's Spotlight.
No, it was
we didn't forget
Reza
Reza's
and
Spotlight.
Petal took forever to have a spotlight.
Yes, but we did it, and we have not forgotten about it. Don't worry. She has a tail, so I think it makes things a little bit tricky. I love her tail, though. I think she's precious. She's my precious Naga. I love Lorelei. This is NA, so we'll
Accept
be
my
playing
invite.
I will accept your invite. Yes, I am in the game. Alright, I'm going to switch over so that they can see who is getting picked to be the player. Looks like we've got...
I'm just picking random people who accept.
That's good. Hopefully the teams are somewhat balanced. I feel like some of these people play on every single dev stream. You guys are dedicated.
I'll accept some more people.
We appreciate all of our content creators. I didn't know that. I see a couple people in the chat who are saying that they make Vainglory videos or stream Vainglory. Yeah, we always love great content. Vainglory. And I know that we're gonna actually have the 3.9 build out to some of our like dedicated content creators soon, so they'll start making content 3.9 for you guys. It's gonna be really exciting. Gold Toad. Gold Toad skin for
Done.
Grumshaw. I actually
Gold Toad
think
is now
that's a
in the
great
game.
idea.
Done.
Wait.
Mission
put me back.
accomplished.
Gold Toad's in the game. Gold Toad is in the game, guys.
Invite you?
You heard it here first. Can you re-invite me? You heard it here first. Gold Toad is in the game. At least someone named Gold Toad.
All right, let's start.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
It's a blind match. It's not a draft. Don't get too sweaty.
Okay, it's blind. Whew. I'm gonna be
Don't
sweaty.
get too sweaty.
I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty. Already sweaty.
We should definitely get Zcant or Sonata on here, who are actually really good with keyboard and mouse.
Oh, they're really OP desktop
Yeah.
players.
Yes. What are we doing? Oh, no captains? Are you going captain?
I will go captain. I will go captain. I'm captain. It's me. We have a 3v3 winter map skin this year. Gold Toad is in our
In the
game. Is he
game.
on our team or on the other? No,
He's
he's
on
on
the
the
other
other team. We're gonna kill the Gold Toad dream by literally killing the Gold Toad character. Okay, focus. Focus Arden. Focus Gold Toad. When are their notes going to drop? I don't actually know the answer to that. I do see people asking for it. I personally don't know the exact time of the patch notes drop. I apologize for not answering. I just can't give you an exact time yet. Am I playing Lorelei? I will play Lorelei. Right. Do you think we should? They're all stream sniping us. You know that?
What?
All of them are stream sniping us because they're watching the dev stream.
I know. I assumed it.
Shameful. Shameful.
I mean, this is not public queue, at least.
At least, yeah.
Get this guy.
Uh-oh, Gold Toad. Gold Toad at it again.
Just farm.
Oh, yeah.
Blue buff is like not even worth that much early on.
Yeah, early game.
Yeah.
Is this the last VG match or is there space? I'm not sure yet. I think we're going to have to see how we feel after this game if we want to play another. We're going to see how well we do. We might get stomped. I don't think that surprise birthday balanced the team.
I didn't even, it's totally, it's just,
It's totally random.
because like, there could be Smurfs, like, we don't really know who's what. See if I can do something up here.
Who are you playing? Surprise birthday?
No, not worth.
Oh, you're playing Glaive. Okay. Where's your rainbow Glaive skin?
I like this one.
Alright, that's fair. Oh no, I didn't think Samuel's range was that long. That was devastating. Can we like talk through the changes of this update again? We can talk a little bit, especially about some of the changes that are coming with captains. So captains will probably likely be spending a lot more time with the mid laner. In 3.9, I'm sort of already preparing for that. I'm playing the captain, and I'm gonna be hanging out with our mid laner a good bit. But also captains are going to be a little bit stronger early game, which is really exciting.
Yeah, so captains will, most captains have one of their damage dealing abilities buffed early game, but the ones who are really strong damage dealers later on will have some of their ratios nerfed so that they're not both strong early and late. So some of the typical high damage captains, their ratios are going to get a nerf, but every single captain will have more damage early on. Oh my god, he took
Is there
that.
any 3v3 changes? In 3.9, there will not be very many 3v3 meta changes, but we're looking at 3v3 in the upcoming updates, so 3.10 and beyond especially. We are having new modes coming to the 3v3 map, which we're really excited about. So there will be Battle Royale is getting renamed, and then we'll be having Rumble on the 3v3 map as well. I'm playing so poorly because I'm focused on talking as well.
And you're on stream.
Oh yeah, you always play worse when people are watching, right? I have to say, I actually played a One for All with Lorelei the other day, and it was
You're cutting out.
apologize. I played One for All with Lorelei the other day, and I had so much fun. It was just like clamshells everywhere.
Oh, with 5 Lorelei's?
Yes, it was so much fun. I tested it. We talk about the PC update. Stay tuned on the cross-platform page for upcoming alpha builds.
You know, now that I'm thinking about One for All more, even though I just said don't be too tryhard and sweaty about it, when you have 5 Celeste and you're perfectly coordinated on voice, you can technically supernova in one go, because 2 Celeste can just agree to target the same person. And they can one person will detonate the second person's.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's also going to be a few upcoming
Let the theory crafting.
UI changes to the front end. That God, I just keep coughing. I'm so sorry.
Real question, please explain quick resume. There's not much to it besides if you get interrupted by a phone call, or if you accidentally tap the home button, or you tap on a notification and go to a different app, you will be able to resume back into the game much faster. It's hard to demo because I'm on a Mac right now, and Macs don't have home buttons that instantly close your game or suspend. But that's so both iOS and Android will have this update.
It's going to be really helpful for people like me who forget to turn off my notifications,
What?
and then I accidentally tap a notification in game.
So greedy.
Oh no, I'm in a bad spot. I'm fine. Gold Toad's coming after me. Gold Toad, get out. I'm fine. Made it out. I'm in mid lane all alone. Everybody's coming. I need help. I need help. Got a clam on sweaty spaghetti. They're going after me. Of course, target the devs, right? Ooh, that was a really good sleep.
Target the guy
Sorry,
named
Mel.
Vainglory.
Right? I still got the clam. Is this just a normal game? This is on live. We're just talking
This is on
about...
3.8, so we're playing with the players.
Yeah, we're playing with viewers right now. We thought it would just be fun to get in a live game. We're not gonna give up. Don't worry. We're still gonna win. We featured the Magnus spotlight earlier on stream, so if you guys are looking for that, it's up on our YouTube channel, so you guys can check it out.
Oh, Fountain.
I don't have Fountain yet. You guys have to wait.
No, the person I wanted to kill got fountained.
I'm getting it. I'm buying it. Slowly. I'm bad support. Sometimes I don't buy Fountain as fast as I should. They took our top turret. When? Okay, we've got us.
Is this guy gonna kill us both? Holy fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he is.
No, hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're taking our turret, man. Get out of here. Get him out of here. Get out. I can't duel Samuel. I can't fight him at all. Maybe if I was Crystal Lorelei, I would be able to duel Samuel, but I am not. Not that I'm saying anything about Crystal Lorelei. I quite enjoy playing. I really enjoy playing captains as CP carries. I play some Crystal Lyra. I sometimes play Crystal Lorelei. You know, I'm playing Lorelei because you guys suggested I play Lorelei. She's actually really quite fun. If I had a Lorelei skin, I could duel a Samuel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I could. I'm not sure that would really help me all that much. I'm not sure that would help me at all.
They're just feeding you bad ideas.
They are feeding me bad ideas. I will personally draw a Lorelei skin. I won't. I can't draw. But if I could draw, I'm kidding. I will not do that. Okay, now I have a fountain. Now we're ready to fight. Takes a lot more than drawing to make a skin. We haven't forgotten about Lorelei, don't worry. Oh, what if I take the crystal buff?
Thank you.
No, we're not gonna surrender. Why would we do that? We're not gonna surrender. Never surrender. Never surrender. We're fine. We got this. Sort of bouncing around, trying to get off a good A ability on somebody. I'm out of... Ooh, that was a good body block. Well, Samuel came in and killed him anyway, regardless of the body block.
I tried. Oh,
What do you mean?
we
We're
are
not
way behind. We are
toxic.
way behind.
We're not toxic. I think that I'm staying very positive. I even said that we shouldn't surrender. I actually really don't like to surrender games. This was a completely random, unbalanced match also, which is fine. I'm still having good. This is a warm-up game. Don't worry. Warm-up game. Oh, Vox is taking our top lane. Actually, they're taking all of our lanes.
We are so far behind. I
We
have
are
half
very
the gold
far
of their
behind.
top person.
Don't worry, we got this. We're gonna rescue it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Careful. Come in, Vainglory.
Who
Oh,
is
we're
this?
still not gonna surrender. Stop. We're gonna win. We're gonna have a really big comeback. I fountain just for you. I don't have any energy, so my ult isn't up right now. I can do this though. Well, it didn't really help. Sorry about that. I need to focus the Vox.
That Vox is so strong.
He is. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna back also. Oh, my turret! Nice. There's one kill. We got the stun. Unsteady spaghetti. I have my ult ready if you need it. I'm not saying go in.
No, save it for someone stronger.
You're gonna die.
He's gonna kill me with Spellfire.
Wow.
Save it for somebody with gold.
Save it for somebody with gold.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I shouldn't leave Jewel
Varia
alone.
and Gwen have gold.
Okay.
Save them.
Alright, well, I'll
Leave
save
me.
them. I'll leave you. I'll leave you. I'll leave you to die. It's not very nice of me. That makes me a bad support. Makes me a bad support. Oh, I'm feeling this. Oh no, our mid turret. We're really spread out. We're like stretched out a little bit. Hold on, friends. I'm coming. Slam didn't really do much. Okay, I helped Jewel. Uh-oh, we've got friends here. We should really go in on Sky. Okay. Are you guys excited for the new contender skin coming up? I'm pretty stoked.
This is such a long chase.
You got him! Or her. Was that Sky? That was Sky.
That was Sky, and it was all Varia.
Aw, you did nothing. I could have fountained there, but did I? No. Could have fountained there too, but instead I'll just fountain when everyone's dead and I'm the only one alive. That seems like a really good plan, doesn't it? Could we explain hero masteries more? Hold on. I'm being the worst support because I'm reading chat. Sorry, Gwen.
Hero Mastery is
Gwen
you can
to
earn
die.
1 to 5 stars for how much you play a hero. Basically, ranked games earn the most, but all game modes will earn you some amount of mastery, and you can show it off on your loading screen, your scoreboard.
You'll get
entry.
stars for your best heroes. Is the short of it. Vox is a little sweaty. I think he's doing great. He's doing really well.
No, we're just terrible.
Haha, hey, speak for yourself. I'm at least tier 8 silver. At least. So there's Vox's build. It's probably a sweaty build. It's okay to be sweaty. Ow! Samuel! I keep missing. Oh, they have a Maline? I didn't even know they had a Maline. She must have been bot lane. She did a really good job bot lane, though. I'm not doing a very good job of predicting where they're going. Hold on. I'm coming. Yeah, I guess we don't have very much in-game sound. Oh, I really thought I would have gotten him there. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And losing.
We're losing very, very, very badly, but we're gonna stay positive. We're staying positive. We're playing a viewer game.
Get another someone else on.
We gotta win this one. Wait, what are we doing? I'm taking a buff while you guys are fighting. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I got you, Varia. Well, just kidding. I don't got you, I guess. Oh, I don't want to go that way. Oh, I'm very dead. Buff surprise birthday? I think so. I think we should buff surprise birthday.
I can do that.
So you get when you put tier 7 versus tier 10.
Oh, is low-key got it.
I think that a couple of them are tier 10. I'm
low-key
only
pretty
I'm
good.
tier 8. What tier are you?
I'm T8 this season.
Okay, that's
and
pretty good.
T10 was the highest I got, but
We're
that was
both
like
we're
season
both
0.
tier 8. We're both tier 8. Tier 8 is actually the highest I've ever gotten. This is my best season. I feel like I've learned a lot about like team comps and situational itemizing. That's really helped me. So if you guys are trying to rank up and you feel like you need one thing that is really going to make a difference, I would say that situational builds is super great. It's good to know. Counting just for you. I'm not a very good captain though, as you can see. Job. Good shutdown. You have Black Claw though. So yeah, I mean, you're so far. I couldn't get to you. No, so I mean, it definitely. I don't expect to be a tier 10 player anytime soon. It obviously takes like more mechanical practice than I have as well currently, but there's definitely a couple things you can do to help on the ranked grind. And I think itemizing was one of the best things that I learned.
Recommends no wave against Vox. And it's pretty strong melee lead. Alright, comeback starts now.
Come back. Come back, kids. I need to itemize. Speaking of itemizing, that's what I need to do now. They left a ward in our base. Nobody picked Reza in this game. Yeah, nobody did. I think Reza's pretty good right now. I'm farming. I'm farming indiscriminately. I'm a very bad captain. 210 gold if you had fiber internet. I don't know. I don't know. I'll say I'm gently skeptical of internet. When I first started playing MOBAs, I learned to play on a very bad internet connection. I'm not with the team. I'm a bad captain. Maybe that's why I'm only tier 8. Flavor a little bit.
What are we doing now?
You're hanging out in bot lane all by yourself. They might be going for Ghostwing.
Yeah, that's what
If I were them, that's what I would be doing.
Yeah, they're all around there.
I'm the best tier 8 you've ever seen? Oh, don't lie. Don't lie. I still have a lot of learning to do. I really enjoy playing CP laners, and I am thankful that they're strong right now. I'm going to have to see how the Celestial Shroud especially affects my... You're fine.
Oh my
You're
god.
fine. You're fine.
Oh my god.
Okay. Survived.
Killed Loki God.
You killed Loki God. That's like the highlight of your Vainglory career.
Or someone did.
I did a really good fountain right there. Oh, that's all I've got for you guys. That's it. Pretty good. Dual ult. Nice. Good job, Jewel. Good job. The comeback. The comeback really does start now. No lies. Now I have Crucible, and now we're cooking. I actually bought support items. Defense items. Utility items.
Utility items?
Utility items.
What have you been buying?
Usually I just build Crystal. I go Captain
as
and then
Captain
I build
and just buy
Crystal.
Crystal.
I love to play Crystal. It looks like Sky's hanging out in mid lane. Malene is pushing into bot, and then Vox is pushing top, so they're probably trying to split right now. For some objectives? I don't know if they're gonna go for a dragon. be a smart move. Oh, hold on, friends. Oh, that was a bad crucible. I don't know what I thought was gonna come out of that one. Kind of body block. There we go. Stunned. Dead. Did I save anyone? I saved Varya. I am one of those CP supports. I didn't build support this time though. I usually I will gladly play captain. My favorite captain to play is actually Lyra. If I am playing captain. But I saw some Lorelei love in the chat today, so I wanted to play Lorelei. But usually if I take Lorelei, I will take her CP and I'll take her in a lane. Pretty fun.
Don't worry, guys. The comeback will start any moment.
Yeah, any second
Any
now.
second.
We get the comeback.
Not that second, but any second
that
now.
second.
Any second
Yep.
now. This Varya could do it
This
right
Varya
now.
is
She could just kill
she's
everybody.
gonna kill. Oh, there's one. There's one. I'm up in 8 seconds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Varya needs me. Uh-oh.
What is Zizarda doing? Try to backdoor.
Get rid of him. Got rid of him. I think Varya is pretty good right now. I wouldn't say she's broken, but I think that she has a very strong late game hero. And she's doing really well for herself. She's actually a ban that I consider in a lot of my games.
Yeah, especially with Anka opened up. Yes. Yes, Anka is going to get patched.
Yes.
So that she doesn't get permabanned. So that people can actually play her.
Yeah. I do a lot of I do a lot of Varya bans. I actually do a lot of Reza bans as well.
Oh, you do Reza bans?
Yeah, I think that Reza
Okay.
is.
Explain weapon Reza to me. I don't understand why that's a thing.
I don't either. I think that CP Reza is so good. Why would you play weapon Reza? But I think that I also play non-traditional builds. So people want to play, they should. I do a lot of flicker bans. It's pretty good. I actually am starting to pick up learning. Cool. They really have our vein crystal completely open. Main just picked off Gwen. But we just picked off Main. I think they might be going Black Claw. No, but I think Vox is gonna try to backdoor us. Careful.
So spicy.
So spicy!
This Fox.
Get out of here. Well, I'm alive. I don't know about you. Dead. Dead too. We should have backed. Help.
We should have backed.
Varya, but we were like,
I was like,
it was
okay,
like a
team fight
4v4
broke out, I have
fight.
to
We were
go.
really baiting it. We were like, team fight. Time for a team fight.
All right,
This is a good game.
right now, the Varya's gonna kill everyone, and we're gonna.
Varya, the
No.
oh, the comeback, the comeback, almost. Yeah, I need to work on my Fountain and Crucible skills. I always botch them, but that's why I should start building support items
You
so
should
that
just
I
play support
learn
more often.
how to play them more efficiently.
So just hit the Crucible first, and then the Fountain.
Yes.
Crucible will give them the buffer to survive the Fountain heal, which takes 3 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the range on the Fountain heal?
I believe 12 meters.
Okay.
But I'll have to look. I'll
Okay.
have to check. I just
Good
know
to
it
know.
by
I mean, I
feel.
couldn't actually exactly look at the game and tell you how many
Yeah.
12 meters are either.
Yeah, yeah.
but
I mean, we
good
did
to
it so
know.
that a meter is actually roughly
Oh,
it's
how it would
what
be.
it looks like in real life.
Great.
So like a person is in the game is roughly like 1.6 to 1.8.
Sure, that's the average height of a
meters,
person.
1.9 or whatever. Yeah.
Wonderful. A lot of stuff for me to learn. Anyway, I think that actually that's going to wrap it for us for viewer games today. We spent a lot of time talking about 3.9
Let me summarize it.
updates. Let's summarize.
Let's summarize
yeah.
it before we
For
go
anyone
on.
who came in late, we're just going to talk about it.
Yep. So summary of 3.9. So we have a new hero Magnus. We have a new item Celestial Shroud, which is for anti-crystal damage and stuns. We have some changes to the gold meta. You get more ambient gold in lane, less in the jungle. We have some changes to captains. They deal more damage early game. They deal less damage or less scaling late game. On the app side, we have instant resume. So if you ever get interrupted, you will resume back into the game a lot faster. Like if you get a phone call, get back into the game real fast. we added roles on the scoreboard, so you can see what role and what build color people picked after the lobby. We've added hero mastery, so every time you play any particular hero, you'll earn mastery for that hero and show off how many stars you've earned.
I'm super excited about hero mastery.
Yep. We've got going to show your current rank on the scoreboard as opposed to the last season's highest. And then finally, every single weekend in 3.9, we're going to have a different new game mode that's on just for that weekend. There are 4 new game modes. None of them have talents. So the first one is One for All, which is everyone is the same hero on the same team. Second one is Blitz Classic, which is Blitz without talents. Third one is Rumble, which is 5 players, 5v5 on a 3v3 map with really accelerated gold. And then the last one is ARAM, which is basically just 5v5, all random, all mid.
Yeah, and also, in addition to these changes that we just recapped, we talked about the Invitational, which is happening next weekend, with some of the best teams and the best players in the world are going to be competing, and also we're going to be doing a show match for desktop versus mobile, I believe.
That's right.
We expect to see a lot of butt kicking in both directions, so it'll be fun. And I think that's mostly what we went through today. Magnus Spotlight is live on YouTube, so if people want to go look that up, you can. I don't know the exact time of the patch notes drop, so I can't answer that question for you guys. I see it coming up a lot, but it will be happening very soon. You guys will have your hands on the patch notes. I think we're still fine-tuning a little bit of stuff, but they're coming up super soon.
Yep, so the patch drops next Tuesday. So I'll see you guys on there and meet you guys on the new version.
See you guys on Rise 3.9 next week.
See you guys.
Have a good one.